Hey, hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Sports Talk. Uh, Before we talk about the NBA lottery draft, the draft order, I'm a little bit under the weather still. um, I hope you guys had a great weekend with your family, with your loved ones. Please like, subscribe, and share while you here. You watching this video. I appreciate you watching it. I hope you had a great weekend because I did. I spent the time in New York with family and friends. Chilling with my mom, my brothers, sister, and nieces and nephew, my kids, the family. It was great, man. It was amazing seeing aunts, cousins. It was a great weekend, man. In Long Island, enjoying time, playing domino with my mom. If you Haitian, if you Caribbean, you play domino. I was playing domino with my mom. Usually we play cards. My mother's 90, of course. I was not allowed to win, but she was talking smack a little bit, so I had to beat her a little bit in dominoes. But anyway, man, I hope you had a great weekend and enjoyed time. It's always good to have time with family. But anyway, man, the NBA draft order just ended, and I felt bad. I felt bad for the Detroit Pistons. Every year, bad record, but yet they never get the number one pick. They lose Bankero, Wembanyama, all those guys. So I don't think it's fair. You know what I mean? I don't think it's fair. You got the Atlanta Hawks, finishing at number one. You got Washington. Houston got the third pick from Brooklyn. San Antonio, Detroit, the Bobcat, Charlotte got the with Charlotte getting their pick, of course Detroit have the number 5 pick. Portland, Toronto was going to San Antonio, Memphis, Utah, Chicago, Houston going to OKC, Sacramento, and then the last one was Golden State, but that's going to Portland. But Atlanta Hawk finished record of 36 wins and 46 losses, and they got the number one pick. Detroit 14 and 69, and couldn't, what did they have to do? So a lot of time when people saying that the NBA is rigged, of course, when you look at referees who talk about how they were told by the NBA to call calls on everybody else except Jordan, you know what I mean? How Jordan would travel, and they let it go. They were told to let it go. You could call it on everybody else, but not him. So it's a lot of stuff, man. You know what I mean? But to see the 2024 lottery setup, and to look at players, to look at a team who finishes in the bottom of the league and not get the number one pick, it's not like the NFL. But anyway, man, it's not like the NFL, were they able to do that. But I'm gonna talk about some of the players that I think, again, last year I was pretty solid with the picks. If you go back to my video, to many episodes on the order, like the teams, how they were picked, I was pretty solid. With all the picks from my picks from my team, Orlando Magic, from all the teams. So if you go back and you see my picks, selections, every pick that I maybe, with the exception, maybe might be one or two in a pick swap, but I was dead on every pick. So we're gonna go right now. Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks. There's a possibility, of course, trading. You got Dejounte Murray. You might trade him, right? You know what I mean? Are you gonna trade Dejounte Murray, or are you gonna trade Trae Young? I haven't been working. You know what I mean? So, but now there's a 7-footer since the NBA blessed them with the number 1 overall pick, even though they had a better record than the Pistons. That's messed up. But they're gonna pick 7-1 center. He's 19 years old. Alexander Saw. Alexander Saw. He averaged 9 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steals, and 2 blocks. Right. So 10 points a game. 10 points a game. 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steals, and 2 blocks a game. So now if they elected to keep Trae Young, even though he's gonna ask for a trade, you keep Dejounte Murray, you got to pay him, and then now you draft a center, a true rim protector. Does he have the body frame to go with the Joel Embiid? With whatever he does, he doesn't. Those guys are coming in; they're very lanky, so I don't think he doesn't have that frame. So, but he's very small, but he can still play. But I don't think he could bang with the regular guy. So I don't know. I don't know. But in 24 games, again he gave you 10 points. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens with that. But when the games is, he can shoot. You know what I mean? But when you need someone to guard the paint, is he that guy? So you're gonna have a situation with Anthony Davis type. You know what I mean? He can play, right? He can play. Looking at his record, like I said, he can play, but his body frame, he's not gonna do that. Number 2, the Wizard, pick up Nikola Topic. He's a 6'6" guard, right? A 6'6" guard. Average 19 points a game, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Out of 12 games, right? Out of 12 games. So of course, the Wizards getting a player that can score the basket. But they need more. You know what I mean? They need more to be able to. But they're in a rebuilding mode, right? They're in a rebuilding mode. So to have this kid who's he's pretty good. He's pretty good. You know what I mean? Is he gonna put them over the top? No, I could see them picking number 1. They're gonna pick it in the top 10 again, next year, right? But he's he's pretty good. So that's the pick that I think that will fit that system for them. You know what I mean? They need a player that can come in because you lost Bradley Beal. This is why I think that Bradley Beal should have stayed. With the team. You know what I mean? But anyway, Reed Shepard, 6'3" guard for Houston, right? He averaged 13 points a game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. Out of 33 games, he played. So the Houston, of course, if you look at Ime Udoka, he's pretty solid. He's a pretty good coach, and those guys could have made the playoff. The team did enough to make the playoff. I think that if they made the playoff instead of Golden State, they could have made some noise. I don't think they passed. First round or second, maybe second round, but still, they're showing you there's light. You know what I mean? There's light at the end of the tunnel, and you gotta give credit to Ime Udoka for putting them in that position. I don't think any other coach would put them where they are. I would say Zachary Rizashir is a French. He's a 6'9". That's for the Spurs. He's a forward, 6'9" forward, right, for the Spurs. He averaged 10 points a game, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Out of 25 games, he played. Ricochet, he's in the same system and the same team with Wembanyama, going to the same team with Wembanyama again. You know what I mean? So Ricochet, that's the guy that I think that the Spurs will pick. Again, he's from that same system with Wembanyama, and the scout already know that program really well because you know what I mean. You got a former former coach, former Spurs player, that owned the team. So he owned the team, so he's able to give the Spurs real shot, a real scout. Anyway, Mataz Buzelis, he's a 6'9" guard, forward for Detroit. Detroit, he averaged 6'9" guard for Detroit. Right? He averaged 15 points a game, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks a game out of 26 games that he played. And, so he's coming in, and that's a great steal for them, to be able to have that. So you look at that, at 6'9", for Detroit. Detroit should have had the number 1 pick. Like I said, they had the worst record in the league in the NBA. They should have had the number 1 pick, but I don't know. With the new GM coming in, is the coach going to stay? and trust me, I don't know what they were doing, but they were losing every game, and that's bad coaching, man. And that's bad coaching, and I feel bad. As a coach, you see the coach left. Well, he got fired from the Suns and went to Detroit, and that was a great opportunity with the owner to give him. His wife was battling cancer, and the owner let him use his private jet to be able to come in, go back and forth for his wife. He invested a lot in him, right? But that investment then translates to the court with the players. Granted, they needed a veteran presence to be able to help those. It's a young team, and they knew it was a rebuilding process, but looking at the new GM coming in, how he's gonna fit in with Detroit to say, hey, we needed you to win and you didn't win. So, but that's the player I think that Detroit will be able to get. Ron Allen, forward, 6'8" forward for the Bobcats, for the Hornets, right? Ron Allen is a great player. He averaged 21 points a game, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 1 blocks, and 14 game played, right? So 14 game played with the Hornets. You know what I mean. You put in with LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball is a great player, right? High energy, high octane player. So you put Ron Allen with if I think that he might be gone. He might be gone by then. But if he stay if he lasts that long, the Hornets will take him. Right? The Hornets will take him. He averaged 21 points a game, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 1 blocks a game. Right? 45% field goal shooting. He's 24% from threes, but 76% free throw shooting. But out of 14 games, you see the improvement. But he attacked the basket. When you watching him, you see Jimmy Butler, you see Anthony Edwards type player. The guys who attack the basket, who attack the paint. Those are the type of players that you like. And I think Ron Holland is the exact type of player. Now is he gonna last that long to at number 6 to the Hornets? I doubt it. But I think Detroit will be a fool to not take him. Even looking at the G League, what he's doing, they'll be a fool to let him last that long. But Detroit need more. They need to rebuild, so they may not take him. But you pair him for the Hornets. You pair him with LaMelo Ball. That's gonna be that team. That team they're gonna go far now that Jordan's no longer running the team. If Jordan was running the team, Jordan would have picked somebody Worst owner, worst GM, worst everything. And people tell me Jordan was the best. He don't even know how to evaluate talent. So now that he got fleeced, he lost the team. You have somebody else that's running the team that's able to pick the right players, and I think that you're gonna see if Ron Island is available at number 6, and I think that's the best move for the Hornets to pair him. You pair him with LaMelo Ball, and I think that would be great. Anyway, Stephen Castle at 6'6" forward, number 7 for Portland, right? Uh, um, the Trailblazer, you got Scoot Anderson, Stephen Castle, Stefan Castle, whatever. Um, he averaged 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 blocks, 47% field goal shooting. Right, he's 27 from the 3-point line, 76 free throw at 33 games. Scoot Anderson was supposed to take they sent him back to the G League. Portland Trailblazers ended up sending Scoot Anderson back to the G League because the guy was out of shape. His strength and conditioning was terrible. He wasn't, he got to be the man. He showed up last year, but then when it's time for him to play in the summer, he was attacking, you know what I mean? But when it's time for him to play, he got the money. He's hanging out. So his talent can't translate to the NFL. I mean, to the NBA. And that's why you see Portland struggle. You get a guy like Stephen Castle that can come in, be a true. He's gonna attack the basket. Of course, and that's gonna push a guy like Scoot Anderson to, hey, if you're not it, you're gonna, they gotta move on from you. But you to bring somebody that can challenge him, because that's not it. But we'll see what happens. But if you watch UConn basketball, what I mean, you see how great he is. He's a great defender. He's pretty good. So that would give the Trailblazers an opportunity to make some noise. So I think that if he's still available, this is a guy that I think they will go after, and it will be great for for them, because he put up big numbers with when UConn play Xavier, they're just killing him. You know what I mean? So that's it. Anyway, Dalton. Whatever. Knecht. He's a 6'6". He's a guard / forward. The Spurs will take him there, and with the number 8 pick. Again, he gave you 22 points a game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He's 46% shooting. Field goal shooting is 40% from the 3-point line. He's 77% free throw out of 36 games. So this is the type of player I think that if he's available at that point, which I don't think he is. Dalton, whatever. I don't know how he says his last name, but it's Knecht. Right? You can look him up, man. I'm not his dad. You know what I mean? But the Spurs will have an opportunity to put a player like that, because they love those top European players. Greg Popovich love those type of European players. The skill set, he's pretty good. So if you watch South Carolina versus Tennessee, you see him. You see Tennessee with Alabama. You see him. You see Kentucky with Tennessee. you see him. Because if you watch college basketball. Anyway, Donovan Clingan. He's a 7'2" from Memphis. A true center to come in from Memphis for the Grizzlies to have a player like that. So Clingan, whatever. So he averaged 14 points a game, 8 rebounds, right? He gave you 8 rebounds. He gave you 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks, He's 64% field goal percentage, 29% from the arc, behind the arc, and 58% free throw shooting out of 34 games. It will be a good for Memphis to he's 7-1. I think that they're gonna lose a lot of the big men they have via free agency. So, but this is the opportunity for them to pick. Plus, also their big men is always getting hurt. So this is an opportunity for them. A 7-1 center rim protector that will come in. Gotta give you 3 blocks a game. So that's good. You need somebody like that. He's snagging every rebound and he's giving you that's Donovan Clingan. So if you watch UConn, again play Stonehill, of course you see him play pretty well. Of course he's a shot blocker, rim protector. You know what I mean? You watch Manhattan play UConn, of course you also see him dominating the paint. You watch Texas with UConn, you see him again still dominating. So those UConn players are pretty good. You know what I mean? So you need somebody like that can dominate, and he's one of those guys that would be great. Anyway, Cody Williams, 6'8" forward. You know what I mean? 6'8" forward, number 10. Right, going to the Jazz. Now Cody Williams, 6'8", the kid averaged 12 points a game, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. He's 55% for field goal shooting. He's 42% 3-point shooting. 71% free throws out of 24 games. Cody Williams is that type of player for Utah Jazz. The Jazz are loaded with players, right? So they're loaded with players. So but to get a player like that can come in to help to help the team on defense, and that's what the pick is pretty much. You know what I mean? So if you watch USC in Colorado, you see him play, right? You watch UCLA against Colorado, you see him play as well. You see how he's attacking the basket. He's a pretty good player. You watch Colorado, Buffalo with Arizona. You see him also play. So he is a good player. Anyway, Rob Dillingham, whatever, with the Chicago Bulls. Dillingham. That's Dillingham. Rob Dillingham, right? He averaged 16 points a game, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He's 48% field goal shooting. He's 44% behind the arc. That's a 3-point shooting. He's 80% free throws. Out of 32 games for the Chicago Bulls, Zach LaVine, all those guys will be gone, right? DeMar DeRozan, all those guys will be gone. So this is a rebuilding stage for Chicago to be able to to do that. So of course you need a player like that that's going to come in, put point. If you watch Mississippi with Kentucky, you see him play, right? You see how he's attacking the basket. If you watch Kentucky with Texas A&M, when they needed him to score a basket, he come in, to do that. You watch Vanderbilt with Kentucky. Of course, you see that that blowout. He was part of that blowout, right? You watch Kentucky with Alabama. Of course, he was out there doing his thing. So, and that's what you need. Texas A&M with Kentucky. So Duke, whatever. Anyway, Jared McCain is a 6'3" guy for OKC. OKC, they loaded, right? But they loaded. But what they're doing is, man, they building a tree. It's a next man up mentality, right? OKC. If I told somebody last year OKC would make the playoffs, they were like, it maybe, in the West, they don't see it. I don't even think anyone pick OKC to go in the play-in, right? But they but they able to get there. Coaching, you know what I mean? But Shea, you got to give credit to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander to for the type of player that he is. You know, I mean, he's a great player, average 30 points a game. He's a leader, built, working with his team, building that team together. He's very vocal with the players to make sure that everybody hold each other accountable, and that's great to be number one in the West. And that's what I'm saying. He should have been an MVP, but hey, that's something else. But anyway, Jared McCain, you draft him there at number 12 for OKC. The guy averaged 15 points a game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. He's 46% field goal shooting. He's 42% behind the arc. That's the 3-point line. He's 89% free throws out of 36 games. You able to see, again, I'm a little bit under the weather, so my apologies. All right. If you watch, you watch Jared is he's a great shooter, right? You watch Duke with Baylor. What I mean? He was part of the reason for them winning. You watch Duke with Pitt, and of course, being in Pennsylvania, I watched that game. You watch Duke and Louisville, of course. You know what I mean. So Jared was the reason. You watch Clemson. When Clemson was leading in the first half, so he was the reason that took the lead. You watch Duke with Florida State. He was the one putting it out there to beat Florida State. You know what I mean? Anyway, man, for the Kings, you got Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith is a great player, right? You might the Kings might lose Malik Monk. They might lose a lot of players. There's a lot of key pieces they're gonna lose because again they can't keep them. They're not able to keep those guys, and those guys, they outperform their contract, right? They're gonna go to get more money. You're gonna lose Malik Monk. You're gonna lose. So you able to get Tyler Smith, who's a great player. The kid averaged 14 points a game, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He's 48% shooting from field goal, right? He's 36% from the 3-point line, and 73% free throw shooting out of 27 games. So that's something that would be great for that would be great for the Kings to have a player like that. So if you again you watch college basketball, you see you see him play, you see him in the G League playing, putting numbers up, right? So yeah, you watch the G League, you see him stepping it up, doing his thing. So I'll be happy, for him. I don't think he would last that long, right? Would he last that long? You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know. So we'll see. Anyway, there's the Trailblazer. How you say his name? I think it's to Jane, whatever. Tidgane. Salone, whatever. Salaun. He's a 6'10" for Portland, 6'10" forward, 18 years old. the kid gives you he's a 6'10" forward, right? He give you it's not bad at all. You know what I mean? I think that for Portland try to build, right? To try to build to make sure that to give. They're trying to build around Scoot Anderson. Again, he's a high draft pick. They're not trying to give up on him like that, but they want to surround him with defensive players, right? And defense was always their problem. But he averaged, like I said, I don't know how to say his name. To Jane, whatever, Tidjane Salaun. You can look him up. But he averaged 9 points a game, 5 rebounds, right? 9 points a game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. He's 37% field goal shooting, 34% from behind the arc, 80% free throw out of 29 games. For the Trailblazer, he will be a good player for them to add to surround 6'10" to surround a shooter around Scoot Anderson. Even though it's a low 3-point shooting, but it doesn't show that because he can't shoot the ball, so that percentage doesn't show it. You know what I mean? But he is a pretty great defender, and at 6'10", he's there killing it, man. So, but you have winners, you have losers, from that draft. But the disappointing part is to watch. Sorry about that. To watch the Detroit Pistons with a 14-68 record, and then you watch Atlanta Hawks with a 36-46 record. Atlanta got the number 1 pick, and Detroit with a winning percentage of .171. Right? .171 winning percentage. And Atlanta Hawk with a 439. And they went and got number 1 pick. And I know this is not like the NFL, but still, it's not fair at all to to them. But hey, there's winners, there's losers. A lot of teams won got an opportunity to do what they got to do, and you see you see a lot of great players. There's a lot of great players coming in the draft. So we'll see what happens. All right. Anyway, man, sports talk. Like, subscribe, and share, man. The NBA playoffs going on right now. You got Minnesota with the Nuggets tied 2-2. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. You got the Knicks, of course, tie 2-2. You know what I mean? It's a lot of great games. You have Cleveland. They might lose. Boston might just take that. They're not playing, man. So we'll see what happens. And Donovan Mitchell, he might leave. This opportunity for him to leave, go to the Lakers. Anyway, man, sports talk. Like, subscribe, and share, man. It's my thought. Is what if you look at my previous episode on last year's draft, and I was pretty solid with that, and it was pretty good. So and this year I'm giving you my picks, my prediction based on the rotation and to see what happened. All right. Anyway, man, sports talk. Like, subscribe, and share. You see LeBron James, Bronny James, out there, on his vertical jump. Of course, he's out there doing his thing. People are clowning him because the amount of points he averaged in college, not knowing that the kid was out for almost half of the season, and he came back. He did the best he could. You hate so much on his dad that you hating the kid. Let the kid be. And then, if you look at his numbers, right? Look at Jimmy Butler. Look at Bronny James' numbers in college. Look at Jimmy Butler's number in college, and to see who had a better numbers. And look at Jimmy Butler right now. Anyway, man, sports talk. While you're watching this, please like, subscribe, and share. Peace out.